Hello, it is I, your senpai. Welcome back to NaNoWriMo Diaries. This is day 19. I might have written 200 words today. Part of it was because I was distracted and some stuff happened. Like, everything in the whole world has been falling apart in November. Like, I don't have time for you, universe. Can you stop for like 15 seconds so I can write some words? So, the last couple days I've been talking about how I keep like side-eyeing everybody. The past couple days I've been talking about how I have this huge like plot hole that I need to fix. And I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. I still don't know how I'm gonna fix it, and it's bothering me. And I was working a little bit at the end of my document today at the scene that I started because I was trying to do filler because a lot of the stuff that was in the old version was filler and nothing makes sense. It's just like I don't even I don't know. It's really 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 slow compared to the first half. Like I've said 15 million times in the past like week. I don't know what to do about it right now. So I have a new focus, and that is just getting it done. I think tomorrow I'll probably write the end and just go up from there and start writing kind of backwards. At this point, I'm not sure if I care about the 50,000 word goal as long as I have something. Because, like I have said a billion times, edits come later and I can beef it up when I'm editing, and I think that'll be fine. It's just been like a rough couple of days writing wise, and I'm just like Sunday I think I actually wrote like 4,000 words and got to like a decent place where I was like, oh yeah, I could probably make this up. And I think I wrote 200 words yesterday and like 200 words today. Yikes. Yeah, so there's like a shift in my words where it's like a little mountain. I wrote so many words. Oh no, I didn't. Again, I wasn't really happy with what I wrote today just because I'm writing filler and I hate filler. And it's just I don't know. I know I can fix it later, and I had to take like a step back from it and like cuz I can't keep writing this scene that like it's just empty. And so I'm like okay. Take a step back. What do I need to do to fix this? And that's the solution. It's probably just focusing on writing the end and catching up from there, even if I don't make the 50,000 word goal at the end of the month. I'll get it eventually. I think through beefing it up and trying to figure out what's supposed to go where, because again, the first half was so fast, and I think there needs to be so much more character interaction than there was. And I know I could do that, and I'm sure there's ways that I will figure out how to incorporate that. But yeah, for now it's not paced the way I want it to. So I've got to fix that. Also, those are some of my characters from my story. Yeah. The dude, he won't be here until the next book, and then she's the main character of the next book. She's not really the main character. She's one of the main characters now, but like there's like 6. 6? There's probably more than that, but like yeah, I have a lot of characters. It's not quite as bad as like Attack on Titan, but there's a lot of characters, so it's like who's the main one? That's a problem too. Like my alpha was telling me she wasn't really sure who was supposed to be the main character. honestly, girl, me either. Like, there's so much to tell in this story, and I think that'll become helpful down the line when I really badly need there to be, like, more interaction. Okay, let's see. I think I had something specific I wanted to talk about, and I, like, fell off because I got angry. um, I don't know. I think I've said it before too that I really want to turn this into a comic, and the pacing would be fine again for the first half to be a comic. The second half is a struggle, and just kind of like what showed up in my YouTube feed today was like how to host a comet. Yes, a comet. How to host a comic on your own site, and it's like talking about hosting and like how to put the pages up and everything, all the formatting, which I didn't understand. I don't know how to code. Like, if I knew how to code, I would be making a video game. I think that's part of the problem. I'm so distracted by all these things that I want to do, and I can't. But yeah, I know eventually I want to turn this into a comic, and I think that's part of the reason I really need to step back and look at it, because if it doesn't make sense as it is now, it's definitely not going to make sense when it's turned into a comic, and I don't want that. But yeah, that's been in my feed a lot lately, so I think I think I need to take the time and work on the story as a story instead of gotta hit those 50,000 words, because I am struggling so much and I'm not happy with anything that I'm writing in the past few days, and I don't want it to be that. This is supposed to be fun. This isn't supposed to be like, ugh, gotta write my words today. And it just has been the past couple days. So, yeah, definitely want to fix that. And then, yeah, question of the day. Have you ever had a story that you thought might be better suited to a different storytelling medium? That's what I'm looking for. Like a comic, like a movie, a show, video game. What else tells stories? A song. That's always a good one. I like songs that tell stories a lot of the time. I don't have very many of them in my playlists anywhere, but I do love songs that tell a story. They're pretty cool. It's also raining right now, so that was nice. I got to drive with a bunch of fools today because nobody knows how to drive out here in the rain. They're like, water, ah, and yeah, I think I saw like 3 accidents on the way here. Here as in home. I am struggling. uh, yeah. So I got so distracted just now. Is there another medium that you think your story would work in, and uh, I think everything would kind of work in a novel. I think you could make it into everything, and I think there are some stories that probably would be better suited to be one thing than another. I've thought about turning Fractured into a comic and a video game for sure. I think it would be pretty interesting. Like, I really like the retro, like 3D, not 3D, 2D, like, not really, it's not really a scroller, I don't know, like an RPG game, and your little character wanders around and has skill points and stuff that they need to get, and experience, and like puzzle game, type of gotta find the key to this room that leads to this room, which has a code for this room, and here's where the answers were for that puzzle. Like, I think that would be kind of fun to do for this story because it is kind of a murder mystery to begin with. And I don't know, I think that'd be fun. And then you have this big old like party and you hear the banter between them and everything. I looked into a video game for so long, and the only problem that I have is kind of doing the coding, because I think the program that I have to make a game, it pretty much does everything for you, but there's still some script and stuff that you need to put in. You need to know a little bit of coding. And like I watched somebody start making a what do you call it? A visual novel. So it's basically kind of like a choose your own adventure. If you don't know what that is, it's like a choose your own adventure with a story. It's usually, I think, all the ones that I know are like romance, like Doki Doki Literature Club. That's a visual novel. So you're like um you have choices and stuff happens because of them. I'm sure you know what a choose your own adventure is. I'm sorry. Yeah, like that's what I was kind of looking into, and just the coding that goes into that. Like from what I understand, it's like you. How many times can I say like in this video? You put in say take Percy for a walk, stay at home with Percy, take Percy to the vet, and if you choose one, you have to make sure that the other options like cannot happen at all, because I think there are some you have to specify. Yeah, you have to specify that they're not going to happen, because otherwise you will still have those options, like it'll go back to the menu until all those choices are gone. So it's a lot of like conditionals and stuff. So kids, if you're thinking about making a video game, those conditionals that you learned in a math class the other day, you're gonna need those. Yeah. I thought about turning it into a video game. I really want it to be a comic, and I thought about making it into just kind of several like animatics and uh, a podcast. I think I thought about at one point, but it's like there's so many things that I could do with it. I could probably do all of those things with it if I had the time. But the reality of it right now is that I don't have the time, and I don't even have the first story written, and there's probably 3 to 4 different parts to this story. But I have rambled on for way too long now. So you have your question of the day. Yeah. I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!